Hello, guys, and welcome to Healing the Mind, Body, and Soul with Nicola. Today, we're making some potatoes, some steak, and some eggs, along with some gravy. So right here, guys, as you can see, I'd already washed the potatoes. I'm just giving it another little rinse off, and one of the potato had a slight little nut, little thing on it. Right here, I am just sticking the fork in the potatoes because I'm about to get these well seasoned up and get ready to go. So I'm like sticking holes in all of the potatoes. If you want your potatoes to come out real moist in the middle, this is a good way to just stick some holes. So I have 4 potatoes here. Those are my 4 potatoes, guys. And I'm using some kosher salt, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit over it. I have my avocado oil, and I'm just going to put a little bit over that. All right, guys, so I'm just rubbing that in. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more kosher salt over it. This is kosher salt. It's pretty good for you. And then that's some black pepper. We're going to just sprinkle a little bit of black pepper. You can season this however you want. That's Aldo seasoning. But whatever seasoning you want to put on it, you can put on it. Because these potato skins are delicious when they're finished. And we are eating healthy. So, just want to remind you, once your spirit is aligned with God, even the way you eat will be aligned with God. Everything will be in alignment. So I'm just rubbing these in, like I put everything on my seasoning and everything. This is how the potato look. All right, guys, and now we are with the steak. I did wash my steak. I just always like to wash my steak with vinegar. So I'm literally pouring some vinegar here and then washing it off again. So after I did the vinegar, then I did some water, just rinsing and just, cleaning up my sink right here. But yeah, always wash your meat with vinegar. Well, I believe, like when you wash your meat with vinegar, it is really good. And that's some black pepper I'm just putting it on there. And it takes out the rawness. The vinegar take out the rawness out of your meat. That is some meat seasoning. And these are Jamaican seasoning. So that's a meat seasoning. And that's a Jamaican seasoning. That's my onion. And this is the garlic. Okay, guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video. And I'm just rubbing up my meat, just turning it around to make the seasoning go all over the meat at this point. This is some oxtail seasoning. And yes, I know it is steak, but I use different type of seasoning. I like to mix up my seasoning when I'm seasoning my meat. So I put a couple different kind of seasoning. Tossing it around again a little bit here just to get this. And now I'm cutting up my onions. So I'm cutting up this onion because we will be putting this along with our meat. Plus, this onion that I'm cutting up will also be used to make my gravy, okay? So I'm cutting this garlic. I had 2 garlic, and so I just cut them up once that little piece flew away. But yeah, all right, guys. So I'm getting that together. And then, adding all of that onion and garlic inside of the bowl with the meat. And then we're going to just turn that, just turn it around. Just give it a little toss just to get this all spread all into this. Get that onion all into the meat and the garlic and stuff like that. We're now going to go ahead and this is our baking pan. So I'm going to go ahead and I have 4 pieces of steak because it's only me and my son. And this is the boneless steak. I prefer T-bone steak, but I love steak in general. So, these are my 4 baked potatoes. And now it's time to put all of this in the oven. Yes, I did put it on the same full pan. You don't have to put everything on the same baking pan, but I just did that. All right, guys, we're doing our eggs. This is cage-free eggs because I do like those type of eggs. I do believe in eating clean and whole and organic, and I just this is my message to you guys: try to eat as healthy as you can and clean. I just put some kosher salt in there. I'm gonna cut up this bell pepper, and I'm just gonna put it along with my onions, and I'm gonna just add some more seasoning to this because this is going to be my gravy. This is how I'm making my gravy. So I add a little more seasoning to that, and then I'm gonna add all three of these seasoning. So seasoning this up, yes. And guys, I like to put oxtail gravy. I'll even put a little bit of curry seasoning in my thing because it's the seasoning. It has a nice flavor. These are all Jamaican seasonings. Majority of these seasonings are Jamaican seasoning, but you can use whatever seasoning that you like, okay? So now that is my extra my oil. I'm gonna pour some in the pot. I'm gonna go ahead and add all this seasoning into the pot. My onions, my bell pepper, my garlic. We're gonna just throw that in with the seasoning, and we're gonna stir fry this just for a little bit. We're gonna stir fry this for a little bit. Just stir it up a little bit right there. There you go. This is a good shot. You guys could see it. And then we're going to add some ketchup, some barbecue sauce, and some hot pepper sauce. And I just add that to give my gravy a little bit more flavor to it. And then I'm going to stir everything. And I did add water to it, so you guys are going to see. Now my baked potatoes are out of the oven, so we're opening these. You see how they come out, and this is the big reveal for my potatoes. Now you only see 3 potatoes right here, but I have 4. The other potato was not finished, so it was still in the oven, and so I just split them in 2. This is the finished product. My I know the meat look a little dark. They're not dark. It's just because they're small, they shrink when you put them in the oven, right? And then so I'm putting a little bit of gravy on my potato, a little bit of gravy on the steaks. And this is my plate because I have the avocado. My son doesn't like avocado, so he doesn't have any avocado on his plate. So this is it. Baked potato.